Well, it's Thursday and start of week 3 NFL season of 2023. We go back to week 2 and I don't think I did that well. I'm total right now at 18-14. Um and what games did I lose? Oh, we'll get to it in a second. In any case, the Eagles and the Vikings game was a crazy turnover mess for the Vikings that led to a lot of people being upset about a rule that is one of the fewest that benefit the defense. But those are filthy casuals of football fans. So I'm glad I got this one. The Vikings, however, are at a bad start at 0-2. But any given Sunday and all that mess, whatever, even though it was a Thursday. The Packers blew a lead to the Falcons and are now 1-1 instead of 2-0, where the Falcons should be 1-1. Jordan Love had a good game as well, but that fourth quarter just couldn't get it done. Just need to get in the field goal range. Oh well. The Ravens did their thing and beat the Bengals. It wasn't even close, despite what the score says. Lamar Jackson and that offense were better than they were week 1. And the defense shut down Burrow like they have been doing for the past 3 games. Mike McDonald, as the defensive coordinator for the Ravens, is doing his thing. The Bengals, however, don't know about the run game and are not getting their receivers open down the field besides T. Higgins. And mainly that was only because of it was red zone or goal line, whatever. Really, the only reason why it was that close was because of that punt return that they got. Other than that, Ravens dominated. Time of possession, the run game, and they were better in the passing game too. And Geno Stone picks that off and actually uses his blockers. He has a pick 6, which he sadly admitted to. I mean, granted, who knows if he got it, but he would have at least gotten further down the field. The Chargers choked another game, this time to the Titans in overtime. I don't know what they're doing. Tannehill had 3 interceptions week 1, none week 2. Chargers didn't have Eckler, but that shouldn't have mattered. Ugh. The Buccaneers did their thing against the Bears. Justin Fields is not performing well, especially after that clip came out where he missed 3 to 4 receivers open, one of which for a touchdown. What was he looking at? Never know. But Baker Mayfield is doing his thing, and you love to see it from the guy. He's playing like a number 1 draft pick should be doing. 6 years later, but he's had his moments when he was with the Browns, and when he was with the Rams for that one moment. But yeah, he's doing all right. The Bills bounced back against the Raiders. Lucky for them, they played the Raiders. Josh Allen didn't turn the ball over, but it shouldn't have come to that. The Lions and the Seahawks had another battle like they did last year, and the Seahawks won in overtime. Was it overtime? Yeah, they won in overtime. Lions never got the ball because they scored a touchdown. The Seahawks. The Chiefs, yeah, they won against the Jags, but this was not the game I thought it would be. The Jags didn't score a touchdown, which is surprising. And the Chiefs, despite, having Kelsey back and Chris Jones, they didn't play like I thought they would. Well, they got an easy stretch for the next, 5 weeks, so it doesn't matter. The Colts beat the Texans. CJ Stroud looked good, but, after a while, game got away from him. Anthony Richardson did his thing in the first part of the game, but then he went out due to a concussion. And, you got to look at it. It's like, my guy, you're a rookie. You still got time to make a name for yourself, but getting hurt is not going to do it. The 49ers and the Rams had a very close game. closer than I thought it would be. And then there was a whole thing about the Rams know what the spread was because they kicked the field goal at the end of the fourth. Who knows? It was hilarious when I saw it. I know it hurt me, though, because I had the 49ers as -7.5, but whatever. The Cardinals choked a lead. It's like they realized at halftime, after halftime, it's like, hey, we need to tank for Caleb Williams in case Kyler Murray comes back and he's no good. I don't know. Honestly speaking, I think the Cardinals should have won this game. But sure, why not? Just couldn't even get another field goal. I don't know what happened. Giants, they did their thing, but now they don't got Saquon for the next few weeks. Thankfully, for the next few weeks or week to week. Because, if Daniel Jones lost Saquon for the season, the Giants don't do anything. It's up to him to prove me wrong for the next couple weeks. The Cowboys did what they did against the Zach Wilson-led Jets offense. And, 3 interceptions on the guy. Dak Prescott is doing his thing, taking care of the ball, moving the ball down the field. A lot of people are a little upset that he's playing so well, and it's like, stop looking for the man's downfall. Now it's like y'all ain't playing nobody, and I don't know. It's kind of sad. The Jets need to look into getting a veteran quarterback because Zach Wilson might not be it. The Broncos. First off, the Commanders did a great job coming back down, 21-3 or 7 to win that game. Although the Hail Mary was a bit of a moment. That's why they tell you to swat the ball down, because when you tip it up, you give it a chance. Was it pass interference for that 2-point conversion? Yeah, it was. I made a joke that it was the ref's way of paying them back when the Commanders got screwed over when they were playing the Giants to, I think, either tie the game up. So it was the second Giants game when the Commanders played them last season. It was pass interference. Defender got there early. They didn't throw the flag. Giants won. It was a game that put them ahead of them, that let them get to the playoffs. But yeah, Russell Wilson looked great. I say that. The Dolphins and the Patriots. Patriots are victims of another fourth down conversion failure because of inches. Week 1 it was because he couldn't get his second foot down. This week it's because he got down right before the first down marker. Could the Patriots have tied it up? I believe so. Dolphins got shut down in the passing game, or at least Tyreek Hill did. But they did their thing with the run game. So Tua's doing his thing with that offense, and that defense is holding on strong. The Panthers and the Saints. This game was boring. I was glad I turned away from it to watch the other Monday night game. But when I looked back at it when the second game went on halftime, I was looking at it. It was like, the Panthers, they could have beat the Saints because the Saints weren't really doing that much offensively. But it seems like the Panthers coaching doesn't want to give Bryce Young plays that get him in what's the word I want? They don't give him momentum. They don't allow him to catch fire. And then when they finally started moving the ball, it was like, okay, well, it's pretty much too late now because the game's almost over. But, what are you going to do? The final one, oh, man. Nick Chubb is one of my favorite players on the Browns. Him and Myles Garrett. And him getting injured the way he did to the point they couldn't even show the replay anymore. Granted, I believe the Browns could have still won this, but they were making some weird play calls that didn't make sense. And, like I knew they would after week 1 where Mahomes threw a pass to his receiver who dropped it and he got returned for a pick 6. I said to others that This is going to happen to someone else, and they're going to blame the quarterback. And that's what happened with Deshaun Watson. Look, I get his off the field antics that, you know, led to a lot of people accusing him of something that had to be taken to court. I get that. But to blame him for the pick six was ridiculous. He hit his receiver, he dropped it, it got bobbled around, picked off, and ran back for a touchdown. That being said, the Steelers' defense is strong. What's going to kill that team, though, is the offense, because they're not doing anything. Kenny Pickett had a lot, I don't know how many yards he had, but most of it came off with one pass to George Pickens, the 71-yard touchdown. That was it. That was their big offensive play. The rest of it, no. Najee Harris, he's getting stifled. Kenny Pickett, he's not making passes down the field like he should. They didn't even make the red zone. Defense saved their butts because the Steelers would be 0-2 if, you know, not only if Nick Chubb didn't get hurt, but, you know, if the play calling for the Browns was better. So we go on to week 3. Wait, how many games did I win on that one then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't pick the Commanders? I thought I did. 9 and 7. Okay. Week 3. Tonight we got the Giants and the 49ers. Now, the Giants did make a comeback against the Cardinals, but they're going up against a team that has a far better offense. So I'm picking the 49ers on this one. Then we got the Titans and the Browns. And while Kareem Hunt did go to the Browns, I don't know if he'll be playing for the Browns this Sunday. Granted, he's going back to a team he spent, 4 years with? And it's still the same coach. If he does play, it'll probably be limited. But I'm going to pick the Titans on this one. You know what? No. I'm picking the Browns. Because I don't trust Tannehill. The Lions are going to look to bounce back, and the Falcons are going to be the team to do it. Bijan Robinson is doing his thing, but I think the Lions, if they made one mistake. Goff had that interception, trying to go for that streak. Well, he wasn't trying to go for it. He was just playing, but a lot of people brought it up, and I guess that jinxed him. Got that pick six, and that led to the Seahawks, getting a good lead. I think the Lions will bounce back and win this game. The Packers, same thing with the Saints. I believe they are a better offense, even though they're missing people in the run. Their guy in the run game, Aaron Jones, I believe. The Saints, they're not scoring like they should with the team with the offense that they got. And this will be a good test for Jordan Love against the Saints defense. So I picked the Packers. Dolphins over the Broncos. Although it would be interesting to see an upset with this game because Russell Wilson did play better than he did compared to last year. But the Dolphins look to be a complete team. So I'm picking the Dolphins on this. This game, the Chargers and the Vikings, choke artists versus the unfortunate. Oh, man. Honestly speaking, I want it to be a tie. That's not an option. But I'm going to pick the Vikings because I believe if they just clean up the turnovers, they'll be a better team. And I don't know if Eckler is playing for the Chargers, which seems to be a big deal for them. And, the Chargers are choke artists. So I got the Vikings. The Patriots and the Jets. Now, this is going to be interesting because it's mid quarterback versus below mid quarterback. And the defenses for both teams are great as well. But when it comes down to defense I got the Patriots' defensive line and the Jets secondary. And I'm going to go with the Jets. I think Zach Wilson bounces back, but his defense puts him in position to do that. Now, this is a game that a lot of people are picking the Bills to beat the Commanders. And I see it happening. But I would not be surprised if the Commanders pull off the upset, but I will pick the Bills. Josh Allen bounced back against the Raiders. The Commanders, struggled a bit against the Cardinals and the Broncos in back-to-back weeks. So it'll be a good test for the Commanders, though. If they can keep it close or win, good on them. The Texans and the Jags. While Stroud, like I said, Stroud has been playing well, the Jags are coming off a bad offensive play against the Chiefs. So I see the Jags trying to bounce back on this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans keep it close. Then we got the Colts and the Ravens. You know who I'm picking already. I'm picking the Ravens. The Colts don't know if Anthony Richardson's going to be playing, and Gardner Minshew is going to be stepping up. And if you look at past play with Gardner Minshew when he plays the Ravens, he does not survive. He plays, but he gets hit a lot. And the Ravens' run game and passing game is getting better. So I pick the Ravens. I don't see the Panthers winning this game because Bryce Young is not practicing, I believe I saw. And that O-line is just getting him killed. It's going to be another Andrew Luck situation. And that's sad. This shouldn't even be a question. Justin Fields is not playing like he was hyped up to be from the offseason. And Mahomes is at home. He's got Kelsey. That's all he needs. The highest winning quarterback versus the lowest winning quarterback. I don't see the Chiefs losing this. I don't see this game being close. If it is close, put up alarm bells for the Chiefs. Even if they win, you should win by 2 scores, at least. Anything under 7 points, no. If the Bears win, what are y'all doing? Same thing with the Cowboys. Like, both these 2 games scream trap game for the Chiefs and the Cowboys. But the Cardinals are playing better than a lot of people thought they would be. Playing a lot better than a lot of people thought they would be. So Cowboys just need to do their thing on defensively, and Dak Prescott just needs to take care of the ball like he has been doing, and they get that win. Then we got Sunday night. How do the Steelers get back-to-back primetime games? I'm picking the Raiders. Because, simply speaking, I think they're going to be looking to bounce back. And not only that, the offense for the Steelers hasn't been screaming faith. Have faith in me. It's the defense that's saving that team. It's the defense. It's the reason why they're not 0-2. But I got the Raiders. Jimmy Garoppolo needs to do his thing, take care of the ball. Will they win? Who knows? Who honestly knows? Then we got the first Monday night game, and I don't like this format. I do not like this format at all. Why are there 2 Monday night games? I'll never know. What are they doing? But while the Eagles have won both their games, they have been closer than they should be. And the Buccaneers are playing far better than a lot of people would think they would be playing. I think the Eagles get it together, but I would not be surprised if it's kept close or the Buccaneers win. And a lot of people think this will be the game that the Bengals bounce back offensively. But, the Rams have been going crazy, and if Joe Burrow can't play against a weak pass rush with a weak secondary, he's not going to thrive. That's not opinion. That's fact. Look at all the teams where he goes crazy passing the ball. That team doesn't have a good pass rush or a good secondary. Add that with a good offense. The Rams have a strong defensive pass rush. And they have a good offense. They just need 2 of the 3. The secondary can do this, be decent, and That pass, as long as that pass rush gets home or forces him Burrow to move, who might not play because he re-aggravated his calf injury, I got the Rams. Matt Stafford's playing well. With what does receiver name? Puka Nacua? Whatever the heck his name is. And they don't even have Cooper Kupp back yet. And they were going back and they were close. They kept it close with the 49ers, who are supposedly the best team so far in the league, right after with the Cowboys. Right up there with the Cowboys. Come on now. If the Bengals score less than 10, I would not be surprised. Let's say 30. Screw it. Let's say 42. So yeah, those are my picks. I'm sitting at 18 and 14, and I'm locked in.